school, USC Class, senior height, 6'5", weight, 267 pounds. Top 3 player traits. Play recognition. Gustin keeps his eyes upfield on every down, never losing sight of the ball, allowing him to diagnose run or pass as the play develops. He rarely is caught out of position due to misdirection or play action. He always seems to know where the ball is and where it's going. Non-stop motor. Some scouts have issues with Gustin's pass rush moves or lack thereof. But most of his big plays seem to come from initial quickness and an unbelievable amount of effort. NFL coaching can help in a big way with regard to his rush skills and moves. But his motor never lets up, leading to countless plays behind the line of scrimmage. Tackling. The USC product is a sure tackler, and more often than not the ball carrier knows it when he's been hit by Gustin. It's not often that a missed tackle shows up on tape with this guy. He hits hard and wraps up. 3 player traits in need of improvement. Occasionally plays too high. Given his propensity for big plays, it's surprising to note that he tends at times to play a little too tall, giving offensive linemen a much bigger blocking target than necessary. This makes you wonder how good he could be if he consistently played as the low man. Once again, this is something that could and should be fixed with good coaching at the pro level. Overall speed, quickness. If Gustin is to make a name for himself in the NFL, he will have to prove to coaches and execs in the league that his sacks and tackles for loss are more than a product of effort alone. His film looks like a highlight reel of one big play after another. The question is his speed and initial get-off at the snap. Being good and full of heart and effort might not be enough at the professional level. Staying healthy. Gustin missed a good chunk of both his junior and senior years due to injuries. The good news is none of the injuries he dealt with were what most would consider serious with regard to how they might affect a player at his position: bicep, broken toe, ankle. Then again, the bad news is he does have a history of injury. If he can't be relied upon to be available week in and week out, will teams take a chance on him? NFL team fits. Indianapolis Colts. The Indy D was the shock of the NFL last year, jumping from the bottom of the league and scoring to 10th in 2018. But the Colts' pass rush needs an upgrade, as well as depth. Pass rushers should be one of their top draft priorities. Oakland Raiders. Yep, the Raiders. Sure, they seemed to be chomping at the bit to trade Khalil Mack last season, for some reason. But it's John Gruden, after all, so who knows exactly what they're thinking in Oakland. It would not be at all shocking to see the silver and black draft at least 1 or maybe 2 or 3 pass rushers in this year's draft. Detroit Lions. Detroit has struggled to rush the passer the past few years, and given that they are losing Ziggy Ansah, their only real pass rush threat, the Lions will certainly be looking for help through the draft. If they don't address this early in the draft, Gustin could land in the Motor City in the later rounds. NFL player comparison. Sam Hubbard. The Bengals has the same non-stop motor, not to mention very close physical traits to those of Gustin. If Gustin were a picture of health injury-wise, he would be the better prospect of the two.